So this is Jagmeet Singh. He's the leader. If you're not from Canada, the NDP, New Democratic Party in Canada, is the most far left loony woke party in Canada. It's the party that Justin Trudeau is competing with. He's just nipping at their heels all the time, but I think they managed to maintain their slight lead in terms of being the most deranged, lunatic, far left woke party in Canada. And as you'll hear from this guy, he has some incredibly stupid ideas. Let's see. Jagmeet is still going on about putting price caps on groceries. And it's just so obvious why this is a terrible idea that will fail miserably, but let's hear him talk about it.
Over $20, $23 for this olive oil, President's Choice, $23. And then, and this bag of apples, Imperfect, President's Choice, again, the brand of superstores of Loblaws, $9. So what do we want to do? A couple of things, key things. One is we could immediately put in place a price cap. We can put a price cap on food essentials. On those food essentials that people need, we could put a price cap.
By the way, I just want to interject. He drives around in very expensive luxury cars and wears a Rolex and like $10,000 suits. So he's one of those champagne socialists, I guess you could say. Socialism for thee, but not for me.
And putting that price cap in place, what it would mean is that you would immediately get relief. If these companies don't lower their price.
Okay, so the price cap. So capping prices on things like olive oil, bread, just food. Immediately you'd get relief. But what happens like in a week or two? In a week or two, when it turns out that, well, nobody actually wants to produce a product at a loss. So they just stop producing it. What do you say then? Well, I guess they don't think that far ahead, or maybe it's just really cynical politicking. There's no intention to actually do it, but they know that the people that they're appealing to are already idiots, so utterly ignorant of everything that should matter when you're going to go vote. So if they already know that they're idiots, they'll just, I guess, treat them as such. Doesn't seem right to me, I got to say.
We would impose a price cap that would lower the price of your groceries. Secondly, Liberals and Conservatives gave these big corporate grocery stores massive corporate handouts to the tune of billions of dollars. We would end those corporate handouts and instead invest in people. And finally, we would make these large corporate grocery stores pay their fair share and reinvest that into giving people a break.
Do you know what the margins are for a grocery store? On a very good year, it might be 4%. Generally, it's more like 1 or 2%, maybe 2.5%. Net profit margins for food and beverage stores have increased from 1.79% in 2018 to 3.27% in 2022, which they call an 82.68% in net profit margins, but it's 1.79% to 3.27%. Those are razor thin margins. Okay, those are razor thin margins. And also they have to, when the times are good and they can get 3 or even 4% profits, that's not just a bunch of people buying Rolls Royces and new swimming pools. Like they actually have to put that away because they have to deal with fluctuations in prices. They don't just buy everything on the day. They have to predict 6 months, a year from now, right? They sign contracts for prices. So they have to predict, they have to have a buffer for bad times as well as the good times. And even in the good times, again, you're talking about a difference in a percent or 1.5% or 2% in profits. I value the fact I can go into a Safeway and there's all different kinds of food available. And we don't constantly have shortages, or there's food we just simply can't get. If you want a scenario like that, you would listen to an idiot like this, who's going to put price caps on.
We could immediately put in place a price cap.
And that's nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism.
Stupidity is just, or the cynicism, whatever you want to call it. It's, if he limits the price of olive oil to say $18 a bottle, and it costs producers, distributors, and retailers $23 to bring it to you, then only one thing will happen. Producers, distributors, and retailers won't sell olive oil in Canada. I mean, it's just fair. It's so obvious. He must know that. He must. He can't be as dumb as he seems. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you